Okay. Welcome, Nolan. Just let people trickle in. Welcome, Amir. Hello, Abby. Hello, Bonita. Welcome, Lucas. Welcome, everyone. Today is, hello, Chris. Hello, usually. Today is day 15 of 111 days of me showing up here on TikTok. Why? Because it's 111 days of choosing myself as I tune into myself, my inner guidance, and to start trusting myself to take action. And so this has led me here because I was trying to show up like bit by bit. Oh, my name is Arita, if I did not say that. I was trying to like sneak on here late at night on a Friday night, 10 o'clock, most people in bed, or out partying or something. And I was like, showing up here once a week for 4 weeks. I did that for, and every time I came online, it was terrifying. My soul, it was like, yes, you need to do this, but my ego is just like, nah, we're not doing this, man. We do not do things like this. So I decided I needed to show up more often because I couldn't keep tormenting myself like that. So I decided, okay, maybe I'll come on like 3 times a week, right? Because that's a little bit better. And, and I thought about it and I said, but in between times when I'm not here, like I'm going to be freaking out when I'm like, just time for me to come on. So I bit the bullet, I am, or one that needs to be made. What did you say usually? It says 15 signifies positive change, either change that is already in motion or one that needs to be made. Well, this one here is definitely in motion, okay? Because I'm here. And that's what happens when you actually take action. Scared I was, not feeling prepared. And in life, how God works is not about preparing sometimes, it's just being present and trusting. And so I decided to, I'm part of another community group, and the woman who started putting it together, Courtney Kairos, she channels a source named Zero, God source, however you want to call it. And she started showing up on YouTube for 111 days, and that's what got her to, and I've watched her grow from doing that. And so as I'm being led to be here to, embody, as they say, the person that I say that I came here to be, which is, someone who just has a different perspective on life, understands the truth of who we are, and wants to share that with anyone that it resonates with. And so, well, nobody ain't gonna know who I am if I ain't showing up on a regular, right? And so, scared or not, I decided to jump into my own 111 days of choosing myself, here on TikTok, to interact, talk with anyone and everyone who, just want to talk about life, the shift, the changes, anything. We talk anything here. And most importantly, I like to connect with people, actual talk to you. I don't want to be just sitting here by myself, just chilling. I actually do want to have a conversation, whether you want to type in the chat or, there's a little button somewhere that you can actually join me live. So, and then we could actually speak, and you don't have to worry, you're not on video, it's just your audio. And, we've been 14 days now, today, day 15 in. Honestly, I'm definitely in a different space than I was initially. And, this is what consistency does. right? And choices. And, you know, if you're feeling like something, you know, something has to change in your life, something must change, but the only person that can change is you. And so if you don't do anything about it, you forever remain stuck in the cycle, that loop that you say you don't want to be in. And so, well, you know, when you recognize that you're stuck in a loop, and then by choice, you're going to keep choosing that loop because you're too afraid to make that decision that's going to really put you out of your comfort zone and, you know, allows you to be seen by people, you know, open to whatever. And I said, well, I already know the loop, and I know that shit ain't something that I'm liking. And even if I am not that comfortable with it, I'd rather take a chance with not knowing. And if, you know, I'm being guided to move in this direction, like, why would it be a decision that's going to harm me? So here I am, day 15 in. Encouraging all of you that, you know, that something needs to shift in your life, but you're the only one that can make that shift. To just start taking the steps. Action is the hardest part because, like I said, sometimes you have to leave things behind and acknowledge certain truths, but choosing you is never easy. Choosing someone else is. And that's just what we've been taught. And, you know, I think we've abandoned ourselves for long enough. You know, it's time that we come home to ourselves. And so here I am, just showing up. And then also because, you know, my human is still, you know, calibrating with being up here, not always being, you know, not sure what to say. I have some oracle cards that I will pull just to, you know, keep the vibe going. So, welcome. I know I'm eating carrot. I have some popcorn. So, anybody into ASMR? You're lucky day. So, what's going on with everyone? How are you doing usually? What's going on with you? How was your day? Thank you for liking the live. Hello, hello, hello for those, let's talk change. Sorry, I just saw that now. Change is constant. We are so afraid of change when nothing is ever actually the same, right? What's the same is you. That's how it feels. But even you are always changing, if that makes sense. Change doesn't feel easy because it means that you have to, like I said, do something. Hey, Rocky. You know, sometimes you just have to make a decision. And that means you have to be different. That means you have to change in order for that thing that you want to happen. You got to move. So if you don't make the change, how does change happen in your life? Tell me, because I wouldn't be up here if that was the case. If you found a way and I could go back into my little hole, you know, and just be quiet and just do me and live my life, I mean, great, tell me. I'm all in. Oh, you're at work, okay. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I got it usually. Oh, that needs to be made. The only way to make sense out of change is change is to plunge into, move with, enjoying the dance. That is life. You know, everything is music. They say life is filled with orchestrated notes by everything we do and what we're connected to, and even sounds that we cannot hear exist, right? But when you learn to dance with life, and I think that's the truth with change, instead of resisting it, is allowing yourself. Yeah, the comments are coming in delayed. Can I see it? Great day. How was yours? Yeah, I think I'm like, my screen is a little slow. So yeah, your comments are coming in slow. Rich is, I'm in a transition stage right now and you're talking about change. Hey, listen, man, you know how it flows here. It was not me. That it was usually the today that had the pin on it. Beautiful, isn't it? It's just like, you know, change is happening all the time. And I think we just got to be really comfortable with knowing that nothing is permanent. Like nothing is permanent, right? And so to be okay with changes, even if it means you doing something differently. So what does it take to make change for each of you? That's usually a question to everyone. What does it take to make change for each of you? Anyone? Change requires movement. Yes, it does. Hello, Ayan. Hello, Dawn. Hello, I am doing well. We are talking about change today. Yeah, the comments are coming in delayed. I'm going through them. Don't worry. And then you're pinning the comment, the question at the top. I see that. Thank you. Okay. Anybody have any response to that? What does it take to make change in your lives? You know, change is uncomfortable. Change is very uncomfortable, right? Because again, it means you have to step outside of what you know. And I'm like, but what I know, I don't like. You know, so am I going to be more afraid of what I know or what I don't know? And I already know the cycle, the loop. I'm aware of it, right? So now that I'm aware of it and I know that I have to do something different, do I just simply go, well, I'm too scared, I'm not ready? And, you know, as Courtney usually says, ready is not a feeling, it's a decision. You'll never feel ready. And so day 15 in, I'm glad that I decided to jump in and just bite the bullet. Otherwise, we would not be having these wonderful conversations that we're having. Rich says, what I see right now is it feels so hard at first, but this inner voice that tells me, right, everything will be fine. Getting past the fear, says Rocky. Usually says, okay, what does it take to make the change you want in your life? What is stopping you? What's working? Jumping off the cliff? That's what I did. It's exactly what it is. It's like, you're just never going to be ready. You just have to do it, right? And if you know that, like, if you're very conscious, aware that you have to jump off the cliff, like, trust that voice that's within, that voice that, you know, we say is the voice of God. God is within. And, you know, we think it's our own decision because in the past, the decisions that we made, you know, maybe didn't turn out favorable for us. And now we're like, okay, this is like a really big decision about my life, this thing that I want to, you know, do. But I'm so afraid of it because of yakking the yak and the stories you're telling yourself about other people and just not making a decision to move. And, now you're like, okay, are you telling me that you're going to sit there and not take a chance on yourself instead of looping into that shit? Now you're fucking doing it on purpose. And it's like, really? Like, I can't torment myself like that. Okay. And even though jumping on here was like torment and it was torturous for me initially, I'm glad that I did that. And not knowing what the outcome is going to be, never having a plan as to what I was going to do or say, because God's like, I don't want you to prepare. I tried making notes. I tried bringing questions. I tried doing, the only thing that seems to be good is the oracle cards that we choose sometimes. So, yeah. So you just said, what are you doing to make the change you want in your life? Jump on live. Oh, thank you. Yes, folks. If you want to actually have a discussion with me about what's going on in your life, what changes you feel, something's a different way you need to move, like, come on and press that join button and we can chit chat live, because who knows, whatever it is that you have to say, how it will connect with someone else. So yeah, happy Thursday. Okay, usually you're liking this a lot. Oh, okay, did I finally catch up? Yes. Okay, Ian said she will soon. Usually says change. What change are you looking for? What are you doing to change? This is what I'm doing. So what else is everybody else doing? Like, are you trusting yourself? That's the only way you can choose yourself. Usually says, I want someone to join you on live. Oh yeah, I know you want somebody to join me on live. Why don't you join me on live? As you're moderating. But yeah. Oh yeah, that's right. Sorry. Yeah, at work. I appreciate you doing that. Welcome those who are just joining in and out live. We are on day 15 of 111 days of me doing TikTok lives. I guess training my nervous system to trust in this, that it's safe for me to show up, that no harm will come to me, and it's okay to be seen, right? And this is what God's asking me to do, so, which is my higher self, which is all of us. There's so many layers to this, it's just ridiculous. So I'm just going to listen to myself, and the only thing I'm saying to y'all is, like, y'all need to start listening to yourself, like trusting yourself, knowing that you're not in the same place as you were in the past, and the decision that you're making is I think Ian's in and out, right? Oh, she's here. Yeah, so you have to be able to choose you, right? Trust in you. Because if you don't trust in yourself and believe in yourself enough, who else is going to be the one to do that? So, should we shuffle some cards? Usually, should I shuffle some cards? See what's vibing? Just breathe. Okay. I'm chilling to my music. Welcome. Yeah, we are talking change and what does it take to make it happen? Who here feels like they're going through a significant change in their life? They're feeling like something is about to break through, but they don't know exactly how, and but they still feeling stuck, and they just, you know, don't feel like, they're moving, but they desire to move, but they're not sure what's keeping them stuck. And so if you're out there and you want to just jump on live with me and have a conversation and just, you know, usually said I was stagnant until I realized I was where I needed to be. My change was about acceptance. Yeah, sometimes that's exactly what it is. And I always say, it doesn't matter the decision, you just got to be good with it. That's the acceptance part of it. And so I choose not to accept the repetition in my life and bang my head against the wall. So, move, do something different. That's what I needed to do. And usually said so many things were stopping me, but that's what I needed to accept so I can see what was already there. Right in front of me, she says. Absolutely. It's about appreciation and gratitude. I was always chasing the next thing, she says. Yeah. And the thing is, what are you really chasing? Like we only have this moment. Like right now, today is today. Each one of us is in this moment. And that's all we have. And so if we are stressing about, yesterday and stressing about the future, we never are present enough to appreciate this time that we have, Said, but I didn't let the next thing find me until now. I'm choosing to be in the now. Exactly. Exactly. And each day when I show up, that is exactly what I'm doing. And I'm being present to each moment, right? And recognizing there is change that happens all the time in each moment of this day, and to be present to it and be in appreciation of the shifts, like I know that perhaps I'm here to live life differently in a way that I understand. And I think that we all, humans, have the ability and the opportunity to live a life that's stress-free if we choose. And so our system doesn't like change. Our body responds to this fear from in the past when, we were ridiculed or, African requested to come up. Oops, thank you. You see? I was just staring at you all. Welcome.
Hey. How are you? You good?
I'm good. How you doing?
I'm good. I'm great. Hi, usually. Nice to
Usually said, taking the gifts of life are all around us. Take it
wow.
in. The gifts of life are all around us. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. It's like a little video game. Mario, and you're picking up like the mushroom and getting like excited about life. But you have to be like vibrationally aligned to see those gifts, You
Yeah.
can be in the same place of somebody else who's not aligned and
Mm.
you get it and he doesn't. So
And
it's
that's
not
okay.
luck.
It's yeah, and the thing is, that's okay. Like I realize that not everybody's gonna agree with me or understand me, but the thing is, I know I'm not for everybody, right?
Exactly.
So I'm okay because it wasn't easy to get to this point in my life and for me to show up. So if another human being believes that they have the power to scare me into not showing up because that's crazy. I will never give it my power away. I was raised like that. It was given away for too long.
Mm,
Now I understand how to, hold myself accountable, to my choices and to be aware, of the decisions, right?
absolutely.
Yeah. How about you? Change, change, change.
Oh my God, my name is changed now.
That's it?
No,
Oh, okay.
I mean, I don't know where to start, but the thing it would change is like I'm really made for change. Like,
Don't worry, usually it's good. It's totally fine. I didn't even know you could pin questions. Okay. So you're doing fantastic. You're doing fantastic.
right.
Honestly, you're doing so amazing because I'm not good at all that multitasking.
That's
As you can
awesome.
see, I
She's
was
doing great.
talking and I couldn't see that Ian had requested to join.
And they actually told me, "Oh, go see another creator who want guests." I'm like, no,
I mean, you can. I
no,
mean,
no.
you
I
guys can
know, but
too.
no, I'm here for you. Like, I don't know. I'm committed by now.
Well, thank you. I am good, but you know what? You're also here for you.
Absolutely, no, for
You
sure.
know,
But
I
like,
like
what?
the exchange. I love the mutually reciprocal exchange of energy and
Exactly. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
appreciation, right?
And
So,
this subject change, like I said, like for me is a propulse. Like it's a motor of learning myself, changing, you know what I mean,
mhm.
changing my mindset. Like I can be like set on one thing, and if I see that that doesn't is not conducive to me and what I believe anymore, I can change my mind really easily. Like I'm not stuck, you know what I mean. Like
Yes,
some people
yes,
are just like, this is what I believe in, that's it, that's all. I can be like, yeah, no, it doesn't align anymore. I can move on from that and just have another opinion about it, you know. And I think that's growth. You know what I mean?
yeah, yeah,
But
yes.
I
Welcome,
mean,
Braden. Hi, Braden said hi, so I just want to acknowledge him.
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
So growth is important in my world. Like if I don't grow and I'm stagnant, like right now, I feel like I'm starting to be uncomfortable in my stagnation, which I'm looking to grow in ways that I don't know yet. You know
Okay,
what I
wait.
mean?
Hold that thought for a second. Usually says every time you choose a new thought or habit, you are participating in neuroplasticity. That's the
Yes.
science behind it. I'm not the science guy, but yes, I do know that. And so again, I guess this is what I'm doing by
Right.
choosing this new habit every single day to
Absolutely.
show up for myself. And that's why I say that I'm showing up for me,
Yeah.
right? Because that's all I can show up for. Like if I show up for you, like that's unnecessary pressure I'm putting on myself,
That's true.
right?
Yeah.
So it's like, no, I'm going to show up for myself because I need to get comfortable within this body and showing up here, right? So, mm,
It's accountability towards yourself too. You
discipline.
discipline. Yes.
Yeah, I used to hate that word. You know what it is? We call it discernment. It's like I know better, so I'm
Right.
gonna do better. That's
Yes.
what I'm gonna say. It's discernment. It's like I know if I don't show up, yeah, change isn't it's like change isn't a single event. Exactly. And I always say surrender. When people say surrender, I go, Surrender is an ongoing process, man. You surrender and then you're like, okay, God, I'm done, blah, blah, blah. And
Right.
things go off smooth and then you're like, what the fuck, man? Like you come right back in it after a while, right?
That's true.
So it's like that's life, and that's the truth of life, and it's that up and down flow of life. I guess I'm learning and understanding by doing this process, right? And also, you said that there is something in you that is feeling the stagnation now that you're wanting to shift something. So, want to share?
Yes, and like I don't want to be, I always had the pivot. Like I always knew how, I don't know, maybe because I'm growing in age and it's harder to make like easier this, I don't know, the decision are a little heavier, harder to make
Okay,
now.
so how so? How so? Let me know. How
I
so?
don't know. I feel like so many like connected connected link, you know? It's not only me who had to make the decision, like other people are connected to me who actually can, like, you know, stop me toward my decision making. So it's kind of
So what? Wait. So you just said something. Did you just say that there are people who can stop you in your decision
well,
making?
like I was telling you last time about my ex-husband who I'm trying to get my paperwork.
You want a
So
divorce?
yes, but the thing with that is connected to the children, right? So I was basically like when COVID happened, I'm gonna tell you a little change situation of mine back in the days when 6 months in I always wanted to go back home, okay?
Yeah.
But 6 months in COVID, I decided that that was the time for me to sell my house, and he was okay with that. Like the planning was that we move there, right, together with the kids. But the thing happened that he never showed up. So I did the change. I jumped in the cliff with the children. He never showed up. He was too scared to show up. So
Wow.
since then, that's this is God's plan. This is not something I planned, but in the same time, we were not in the best, you know, like relationship, obviously,
Yeah.
for
This is how
me.
God. You're right. This is how God works in your life. You
That
look
was
at
the
it as
clearing, right?
yeah,
For
yeah,
a big jump in my life. And seriously, thank God I was over there while this madness was
yeah,
going on here. Because I think that would have been so toxic to live with the children,
okay.
you know? So it was a protection, kind of.
Yes, it
And I'm
was.
grateful for that.
There you
But
go.
I had to come back for
Yeah.
me to be able to have all those paperwork done to move back clearly. And since he's like hiding and playing games, like I'm kind of like in a limbo with that situation. So it's just that, you know.
Did you guys get married at back home
No, no, here.
here?
He's a
Okay.
Canadian.
Okay. So then,
So
isn't there a certain length of time of separation where you can actually file for divorce?
I actually did, but it takes time. Like we couldn't find his address. Like he's not even like, you know, connected with the kids anymore because he decided to like just be a coward. So it's a
Yeah.
whole process of finding him, you know.
Right.
Like,
And he doesn't file taxes?
well, he has to, I guess, but we live in two different provinces. And yeah,
Oh,
so
yeah. It's a lot of work with that when you have
it's
to,
just, you know, lawyers and like
yeah,
figuring out how to we gonna like
yeah,
serve him because I'm still not able to serve him. So
yeah,
it's just a process. But
yeah.
that's what I mean, you know, like I hate that because I don't want to look like a victim. I'm not a victim, okay? I'm
So,
living fully my life. I work, I enjoy my life. I have my children with me who are amazing. But the thing is like I want more from me myself, and it's connected to somebody else I cannot control, right?
well, here's the thing. It usually says sounds familiar to me in some ways, like runners. And she said, I like that you jumping into change is what saved you. Exactly.
Yes, it did.
So then, oh, you just said something. Okay, so you say you want more in your life, but it's tied to someone else. So, like, my question would be then, how is it tied to him in that way? Because, like, how I see it, like, you're already out of the relationship. Yes, on paper, you're married
Yeah.
to him, but that doesn't stop you from shifting and moving and growing,
No, absolutely not.
right? So, like, so does he affect your change?
I mean, like it's like I mean, if I wanted to just go and move with the children right now, I will need his approbation. You know what I mean? And that's what he knows he has control over. That's why he's hiding basically. It's not because he
Yeah,
wants me.
he has to renew his driver's license at some point.
But like I literally need a spy on him. Like I don't know what to do. And just like I'm in Quebec, he's in Alberta, so
Oh wow,
it's
yeah.
just you know it's a matter of like divine intervention. I know it will happen one day, but
You know
yeah,
what? Sometimes you know what? Sometimes us humans, you just says eventually you can apply to not need him. Exactly. Here's the thing. Just allow the situation with him to be what it is right now,
Exactly. No,
right?
I'm starting to have that kind of like, I gotta let it be, you know? Like, I gotta work around it. Eventually, will be, you know, things will change because it cannot be like this forever. But yeah,
So
I just
exactly
wish
because
that he
which
finds
one?
somebody
You know
so he
what?
can let me go. I feel like
Don't
that's
worry about that.
the
Don't
click.
worry about that. That's
No?
that's his journey. No, you know what?
Yeah,
Here's the
that's true.
focus, right? And I'm
Yeah.
going to tell you this. Your focus on him being who he is and what he is just keeps that in your present moment.
Yeah.
It's in your now. Every day you go through this thing, you're fighting that battle that you can't fight him. Some narrative, some story that you're saying, that you're thinking about, that you're talking about, that you're breathing about, that you're upset about, you
Yeah.
know? And so in doing that, that's your whole experience is all about that.
Yeah, it's
But I'm saying to be present to that, because we're talking also change, is like to be aware, because this is how to understand how you are creating your experience, right? Because it's your focus on it every single day that allows it to be what it is every single day.
yeah,
You releasing it and letting it be and letting this story needs to unfold how it needs to unfold instead of you trying to control the narrative through him. You say, okay, you know what? For now, that's what that is. But what's good that I want in my life? What do I focus on now? That's actually the key to everything that's going on with you, the change that you say that you want. Just
absolutely.
truly starting to focus and focusing on that, you actually start creating that experience for yourself.
Because it's true, like sometimes I'm just like so mad for what? Something I cannot control. Like is
Listen, the
nothing
only person mad is you, not him.
exactly. That's
And
true.
that's your experience you're creating. So like at the end of the day, who's responsible for you?
Me. That's
Okay.
it.
And
Yeah.
so if you don't choose youth from love to say, you know what, I need to focus on me fully. I need to take those steps towards this every single day, focusing on something else every single day and
Yeah.
create that in my life, right? It's just like me showing up here. And this is what I'm encouraging all of you, any of you to do in your life is that thing, that change that like you want in your life, that you start showing up for it
Every
and
day.
watch how the universe
Mm,
starts matching you. So let's go back. Usually said that he will find someone and be distracted, but in the meantime, be in your now. Exactly. She says that my ex eventually found someone, gave me less trouble because of it, but it will come.
you're
Trust.
right.
Through
Yeah.
your life today for you. He wants you to be angry. That's his power. That's his pull. Exactly. That's
That's so
how
true.
you give somebody your power is when you get upset about something that's outside of you could only control you,
Exactly.
right?
And meantime, I'm like putting on hold like what I would love for myself, you know? You're so right. Yeah.
Right. Right? Because sometimes you think that letting him go, like quote unquote letting him go, is
Mhm.
you giving up, I guess, on like him taking responsibility. Do you know what I mean? And it's like, no, it's not, you're not giving up, right? You're just focusing on you,
Yeah.
focusing on what you have control over, and that's how you feel and what you're thinking about, what's in your present now moment. And if you don't like where it's at, it's up to you to change it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, exactly. Oops. Yes, yes,
I was
yes.
looking at your how you call that? You know, your bio, and I was looking at the the call you offering and all.
Hmm. My selfish systems audit. Hmm. Oh, she fell off. Usually says feel the feelings, but don't hold on to them. Exactly. Allow them to be what they are, but then come back to you. If you don't like how you feel, you get to change that. Yeah. It's okay to let go, and it's okay to even feel. It's okay to know and still feel, and just allow that to also be. There's room for both, right? Like, that's just the balancing of life. That's just being human, right? Just let it go. Oh, there she is.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. I'm back. Thank
Yeah,
you.
just saw you were muted and then you're gone.
Where is our boys today?
I don't know. They were like, I'm not missing today. Let it be and let it go.
Exactly.
I like that. They said that. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Now, like, what was I? Was I saying something to you when you got kicked off?
No, I was talking to you about the program. The
Oh yeah, yeah,
the
yeah, yeah. I said my selfish systems audit. Yes.
So what is all about?
So that's just like a 30-minute one-on-one with me where we just walk through some, you know, questions and answers to see where you are not choosing you in your life.
Hmm. Pinpointing exactly what where we're
Hmm.
going wrong, basically.
It's not going wrong. It's just that, you know, sometimes we are continue to make the same decisions, but we're not aware that we're doing that when we're thinking that we want a different choice,
Right.
but we're not making that choice. We're just thinking it,
Yeah.
right? And so to be able to understand that, it means that you're choosing you. But choosing you means letting go of certain things, situations, people. And that is what's familiar. And even though it's not nice, it's not pretty, familiarity is comfortable, right?
As yes.
So the discomfort that we know, like we were feeling for the unknown, um, why, why we're not making the choices that we know that we should make. And so, like I said, I'm here to encourage you because this is what I did. And all I did was just put a number on it and say, fuck this shit, man. I got to do this. I got to show up. I don't know
Mm.
why.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know what's going to come out of my mouth. Like I know that I want to do this with people to talk to people, but I didn't know how it was going to go. Usually says sometimes you aren't losing your old self, you are shedding it. Absolutely. You know? Exactly. I guess so. And I
You
guess
get
that's the
lighter.
thing.
For
Yeah.
sure.
Oh, yeah. When I actually started listening to myself and started, making those decisions
Yeah.
that weren't comfortable and letting people go, um, I got so light. I literally felt
Yeah.
light. And I was like, wow, the
My
way that,
shoulders my shoulders were hurting before that breakup. I swear God, I came back to loose shoulders suddenly whenever that happened.
yeah,
And like we're
well,
not even conscious of it. Probably I had that for years.
exactly. Trust me, the neck and shoulder issues that
Yeah.
like, yeah, it's night and day. It's not completely gone, but a lot of it released.
Right. Mm,
Usually said letting go of people sometimes is necessary it's sometimes
absolutely.
absolutely necessary for change.
Yeah.
And the thing is, again, we're the only ones that can let them go. We're like, you need to leave me alone. It's like, no, I need to ignore your motherfucking ass. That's what I need to
Exactly.
do.
Yes.
Go
Yes.
let me go mind my business. Not because it's not because you hate them. It's because you love yourself.
Mm-hmm.
It's because you love yourself. That's why you're making these choices these days, not because of anyone else.
No.
But if you don't choose you, if you don't love you, who's gonna? Right? And then we want to feel guilty about it.
Mm-mm.
That's because we try to take too much care of them. Yeah. And some people aren't even,
No, they're not
again, it
bad
has
for the most part.
this is the
Yeah.
thing. It has nothing to do with them being bad or good. We're talking about you no longer abandoning yourself
Yeah.
and choosing you. Because people will always take what you give them. Sometimes we need more time for us. Yes, we do. Right? And that means releasing people, means letting go of the there to support everybody else. Because when you're down and out, who's supporting you?
Me, myself.
Exactly. Oh, this kicked her out again. Wow. Some weird things going on with this screen. Okay, so yeah, I apologize. I don't know what happened here. Oh,
I'm back.
yes, you're back, and so is Marlon. Marlon's joining us right now.
Hey.
I literally just a few seconds ago, I pressed the, I want to say, first off and foremost, good evening, beautiful folks.
Good
Thank you.
evening.
Good evening.
Yeah, I pressed the request. It accepted me, and it shows that I was in the box, but I had to come back down and then come out of the live and come back again.
It did a weird glitch on my side. So I think there's because Ian got kicked out, so I think there was a weird glitch happening
You know
at that.
what? I was trying to give you hearts and actually like swipe it back to the next person. So that's why I think I get kicked out.
Okay.
Oh, I never heard of that one before.
Okay, well, thank you for the hearts.
I tried. I'm doing it now.
uh,
Yeah, so what are we
so
talking about today?
change
Oh, to change. I think
or
change
letting
comes.
people go. So usually says who's let go of people here for the betterment. So who like have you let go of certain people for the betterment of yourself? Either of you? Like in like certain situations, like you're very clear that I need to walk away from this person, this situation, because
Um, I would say like certain relationships you have to let go of DEAD weight.
what? Oh yeah, okay.
You get what I'm saying, right?
Yes.
I was about to, you were
It
about
get
to add
heavy. It
one
get
me.
heavy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, you make me laugh. Okay, I'm here cursing and shit, and you're there, you're spelling out the word, and
He's
I'm like,
being careful. Yeah. He's
Yeah, I'm definitely being careful because I don't necessarily want the life to end abruptly, right?
right.
it's not going to. I'm gonna trust this is what God is putting me here to do, and because God knows my dirty mouth, like it's not gonna happen.
I feel friendship too, not because they're weak, but because
They're weak
we're.
because they did their job already. Exactly.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yes, season, reason, or lifetime. Yes. Has
And
anybody else
yes,
heard
but
of that?
everyone, there's some people who are in your life for a reason, and just some people who are in your life for a seasons, right?
Exactly, and some for a lifetime.
Yes.
You know.
I hope you and Ayan would be in my life for a lifetime, right?
Well, it seems like we're forming a little group here,
A
and
little,
anyone else
a
A
who
little.
little
wants to
tribe.
join. Little
Yes.
tribe. Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
usually too. Usually is a part of it.
Absolutely.
Big
Usually,
time.
Oh yeah.
Bonita, when she comes, there's someone named K Fair. Is it Brady? Like he likes to say hi, Braden. He likes to say hi to me.
Hmm.
He just jumps in and jumps out, and I just think that it's cute, right?
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
yeah, because I got a little download last night after we got off, and just a little bit more clarity about because I keep saying like I don't know what my purpose is here, but clarity was provided, and it's truly just about anchoring the light.
That's really strong.
Yeah, it's being able because in the next little while, life is gonna look a
Mm,
particular way,
right.
and it needs to feel a particular way for a certain bunch of people. And so it's about knowing thyself and trusting yourself that no matter what's going on outside of you, it's because what's within you is crumbling. Okay? And so you have to hold steady with that truth for yourself as you're walking this path called life, because choosing yourself is not going to be easy because people's going to say things to you and about you. But it's like, if you know without a shadow of a doubt that you're here for something different, something greater, then that's the responsibility that you hold to yourself. But it can only happen if you choose you.
I
But
agree.
that's what anchoring the light is doing things that other people are not going to understand, but you know there's a reason. And so I think that I'm just here to encourage people. And it came to me as like this web, because everybody's in different places in the world, right?
Hmm.
And so you anchoring the light from here to there, like I'm connected to you, right? You're connected to Ian. Ian is connected to me, to usually getting connected to Bonita. Do you see what's happening? We are weaving a web across
Yeah.
the planet, energetically speaking, and we are nodes of light that can hold, toe the line at a time when the earth is shifting. And we know that this is just birthing pains. Mother Earth is going through birthing pains.
Oh, for
And
sure.
we need to, and it starts with us, right? And because I'm able to do it and you're able to do it, other people start recognizing that it's okay, that it's actually safe for them to choose themselves, to trust the voice that's within, and to anchor the light in their life, the joy, which whether it's creating, whether it's showing up online or creating a YouTube channel, or whatever it is that's bringing them joy, happiness. That's like, I know it sounds so silly that it's something so simple, but that's the thing about life. Sometimes it really is just that simple, but at the same time, it's not easy, right? And so, hello, Nanga, just like, so it's about us recognizing that in order for shift to happen, we also must shift. We can't be stagnant anymore, right?
I wanna ask a question now. So how does one really prepare for a shift though? Because does you just have to make shift like happen? You just wait until it happen in order for you to.
Well, it's not about waiting, it's about understanding that if you are not making that choice in your life that you know that you need, that shift will not happen,
Mm,
right? So for instance, if I did not show up here, if I did not decide to show up here on TikTok and decide that, okay, God, if this is what you want me to do, if you want me to show up, I need to talk to people because I need that energetic exchange. That's what works for me. Might not be anybody else, but this is what works for me. And so I don't know nothing about TikTok. And I came on here not knowing anything. And I still don't know a lot. And it's like, if I don't show up every single day, this isn't happening. We are not creating and co-creating. We're not having these conversations. And that's based on the choices that we're making for our individual selves, right? I'm making a decision to show up here. You're making a decision to show up here. I don't have any control over your choices, but I do over mine, right?
Right.
So I want something different in my life. And that difference means that I got to show up here, whether I'm comfortable or not, whether somebody talks to me or not. I got to trust.
well, I think we
Yeah.
make you feel comfortable enough already.
Yes, you guys have been, like I said, doing it for 14 days now, 15 days. Today's day 15.
Oh wow.
15 days
Do
in
it.
a row. Yeah, you said our ego, yeah, because like our ego is something else, right? But here's the thing about ego. Everybody's talking about killing the ego, gotta the ego gotta die. It's like, no. See, we are so fragmented within ourselves. There's so many parts of us. F1, F1, F1.
What does that mean? F1 for Formula One?
No, it's
The
No,
I
racing car?
so what that is. You see, anytime if someone use like the KILL word or the DEAD
Oh,
word,
right.
those
Oh,
F1 usually filters out what they say.
are you
Although we do
serious?
hear it,
It's a code.
it filters out what they say, so
Hmm.
that it's not
The,
recognizing the
the
algorithm,
algorithm,
because
yeah.
sometimes it will
Brother is on protection mode. That's good. That's
Yeah, yeah,
actually
yeah.
what the masculine is for. Thank
Yeah,
you.
yeah, exactly. I always
I
thank him
think
because
I'm
I'm
trying to
like, do you
balance it
see, like
out.
my head was going, F1, what did I say?
Yeah,
That's a good one.
They made
I
me
have to
lose
be
my
here to
train of
balance
thought.
out everything.
Oh my gosh.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Anyway, what were we talking about? I don't know, you remember what
The
I was.
We were
ego.
talking about ego,
Oh, the
yeah.
ego. Yeah, man, like we're so fragmented, like within ourselves, right? Our ego, our inner child, our higher selves. And the truth is that we need to integrate all
All of
aspects
them.
of ourselves.
Yeah.
Our ego is not bad. Our ego was there to protect us and defend us. It was our right and DIE,
True that. Yeah.
right? And now we say we want to DEAEAD
Like
it,
how selfish.
right? But here's the thing, fear.
Yeah.
We're instilling fear in ourselves. We're saying that part of us needs to leave us, and we're already so fragmented. And I just believe that the ego is actually one of the strongest parts of our intuition, right? And what we need to do is embrace our ego and to love our ego. Our ego is part of us, and it's not a bad part of us. It's just not it's an unloved part of us. And if we could love all aspects of ourselves, the dark and the light, then we're okay.
I think so too. Yeah.
Absolutely.
What
You
would
know,
you
so
say? What would you say
Moses
that?
maybe has a question. Usually says, but balance knowing how to listen this. An intellect influenced by ego versus one influenced by soul. What are the diffs in those intellects? I believe that the ego influenced by ego thinks that it is in charge and that it's making, like, it likes to make the decisions and decide the direction. But ego with soul is trusting and allowing spirit to guide you. And like I'm here not because my ego wants to be here. Trust me. I don't need it in my life, okay? So that's why I'm challenging myself to these 111 days to show up so that I can show up for myself and that my ego, because let me tell you, some panic attacks, yeah, comes from a protective part. The ego does come from a protective part, but we need to let the ego know that we are safe now.
Exactly.
And God's got this, God's got us. And that's trusting in ourselves. And once your ego starts seeing that, you're able to start to listen to yourself and trust in yourself and following that guidance within, it doesn't react anymore. It allows and it responds. You know what I mean? From a place of love, a place of balance and of coherence.
I love it over here. I don't know why, but it's
Moses says,
like
wait, so is that the ego behind why many have anxiety? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Because a lot of people, like, yeah, their ego is controlling shit, but they think it's your soul doesn't want you to fight, you know? In what way? Moses says, elaborate. Like I said, like, there's a lot of things in this head, Moses. Welcome. I am.
the
Yes.
way how you articulate yourself and say it in such a way where we can just the way how you say everything, it just connect. Like it makes it like once I hear it, it let me feel so peaceful within myself. I don't know if that's even the word to say, but are powerful or whichever way you want to analyze that though. But it
Listen,
makes me feel
man.
good.
Okay, well, I'll take it. I'll take that balance. But it's really,
Our balance, yes.
yeah, it's really being aware.
Thank you.
Like,
Usually,
yeah, thank you. She's
I
awesome.
actually say your name right this time.
Yeah. It really takes awareness, right? Rocky said it resonates. Yeah, it does. Like there's just a lot of things in my head. Sometimes it just comes out because like I try to express myself as best as I can, like in a way that someone else can like understand it. Because I know that like words are not easy to find sometimes, you know? Sorry, Moses says they say the ego is a conscious mind. Does that mean the ego is something that can be developed? Well, what's also the unconscious mind? There's a narrative that's running with the unconscious mind, right? So, yes, the ego is conscious and it's aware, but it's also running unconsciously from a place that it's remembered, that the unconscious mind also remembers in your life. There's been a pattern of behavior. And when you step outside of that, the body's like, oh, wait a second, we're not used to this. Oh, no, 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 this is not safe because what wasn't safe has become so comfortable, right?
Yeah, like fear is unconscious. It just run you if you
Yeah.
don't control like your mindset
Well,
and
yeah,
how.
it's about becoming aware of it. It's coming becoming aware of the unconscious mind. So I got back in November, December, I got these down. This was in December. And it was, are you aware of what you're thinking about when you're not thinking about breathing?
It just made me breathe
Right.
deeper
So,
now.
yeah. But are you aware of what you're thinking about when you're not thinking about breathing? Because that's the truth. We don't think about our hearts having to beat. We don't think about breathing. It just happens.
Naturally do it, yeah.
Our hearts are beating.
Mm.
So what's got your mind so busy? So I had to start catching myself thinking,
Mm.
right? It's like, what am I actually thinking about? So I'd be deep in thought, but then I start becoming conscious that I'm thinking about something. And before I yank myself out of it, I watch myself. I don't know if that makes sense to any of you, but like that's what I do. It's like this. I'm able to watch myself, and sometimes I go, "Yeah, God, watch her. Look at her go. You see where her mind's going at, right?" Because like sometimes we drive ourselves crazy,
Right.
right?
So
Because
is
the
it
ego, like
yeah.
I watch my ego like react to something, so I allow her to be like this crazy ass bitch because that's how I need to be in that moment. Okay,
Exactly.
it's
Yeah.
okay for me to be like that, but it's
So
also coming back to the balance of knowing the truth, right?
do you watch yourself like bird eyes view or just like from inside out? How
It's
you
like
do that?
I feel like it's like a bird's like it's like
Yeah.
a backwards thing. I don't know. It's like I know that I'm thinking and then I become like aware that I'm thinking. So I'm like watching my thoughts and then
Mm.
I'm watching myself watch my thoughts like my human goes, like I rest in it and I just yeah, it's just I don't know. It's a weird thing. But
That's awesome.
yeah, it's just sometimes that's the way I think. And so like the thoughts in my head roll like that at times. I don't control it. Right?
Moses said something interesting.
What did Moses say? If you can find what he said.
You're seemingly meta-aware. You possess metacognition like myself, a rare type of intelligence.
Oh, well, I'm intelligent.
Take it.
I'm taking it. Repeat that to me. I just never like I can't. The Unconscious speaks to us through dreams, right? Also our bodies as well. Is this true? Okay, so my theory on dreams is because we are God's source consciousness and we exit the body as spirit, and sometimes we do work in the spirit realms. And our dreams, I believe, are like our parallel reality
Reality.
happening, and we're getting a peep into it, and we're different beings, but
Mm.
we also recognize each other in the dream world because I've looked in mirrors in my dream and I'm like little white girl with blonde hair, blue eyes.
Oh
But
my.
she knows that I'm me, Arita, right now, black me, and I
Hmm.
know that's me, her white little girl me.
Oh
right?
wow.
We can look at each other and see each other and recognize that and not freak out. And so now I'm starting to understand that my dreams are just parallel realities that I'm experiencing differently, right?
Right.
So, and then we, us as our individual souls, like we go download to higher source consciousness about these decisions that we're making in our daily experiences. And that's what I've been told. I don't know if that's true, but I hear that's what we do in the dream worlds too. And so, we meet with our spirit teams and they're guiding our souls. But like for when we come awake in this dream, um, they call this a dream as well. So are we really sleeping? Some of us are still sleeping, right? And I think
I
maybe,
I think we all are.
Mhm. But that's what awakening to the truth of creation is and who you are as a creator.
Mm, the
Right?
Ma- the the Native American call it Maya, right?
Maya? Oh
Yeah.
yeah, MYA, yeah.
And in the Islam, we call it dunya, which is another illusion. You mean illusion, literally. So
Yeah.
we live a world of illusion.
Yeah, we
so
do.
so basically, going back to that is the Matrix,
Oh yes.
right?
Yep. Can you
Are
see
we?
the construct of the matrix? Like for me, it's seeing the construct of the corporate structure because that's what I'm in right now.
Mm,
And it is driving me
mm,
crazy because they're making work. Like I can see they're making work to seem important, but
mm-hmm.
they're just making work for like giving me more work for no reason.
Yeah.
Right. And I could see it like, I'm like, why are you guys doing this? It's wasting time and it's giving me more work, but I see this, it's to keep up appearances,
Yeah.
a hierarchy, right?
And I think
So,
forget your real self too,
yeah.
because you're so busy you don't have time to focus on literally the real work, which is know thyself.
Listen, I got a sign right beside me here on my desk. I am a millionaire. I walk in that frequency daily. I am the
Ooh.
embodiment of the experiences I came here to have and be. I am a lighthouse. I am a bridge. I am in full service to humanity, and I am grateful for it all. I am the creatrix of my reality, you know? So, and I said, chats with Arita has impact and supports others in their embodiment journey. My life is beautiful. My physical reality reflects my inner state of being,
Beautiful. That's amazing.
right? Because I want to call that in. So I have to be able to take a minute because I get caught up in the work, right?
Yeah.
That's the human side of it. That's the programming, right?
Yeah.
But if I take a moment to breathe and I look at that note and I read it to myself, I say it out loud because I that matrix, I'm no longer creating with I do not want to create with it as much as I want to create with source in a different way. So
Exactly.
I had to become conscious of what I'm thinking about when I'm not thinking, because those habits, those behaviors that are unconscious is what's actually creating our reality. And catching yourself thinking is one of the things that I do so that I am aware of what I'm thinking, then I am aware of what it is that I'm creating. And I can actually say that I have successfully enough, it's working, but I've successfully enough caught myself thinking and I go, well, at least it wasn't, it's something good. So
Nice.
when I catch myself thinking something good, it's great. Then I know that my subconscious is working off of that unconscious thought too. So it's the
Right.
vibration of that, you know. Oh, we lost Marlon. Sorry, Marlon. Maybe I bored him.
I think loneliness can be a part of that. Are you
Mhm.
aware of the traps around having higher intelligence? Because and people not being able to understand where you're coming from.
Um, I talk with myself.
Yeah, that's a form of intelligence.
Like like I'm okay with myself. I like, yeah, because this road, it takes you to I had to people fast. That's how I had to release people and their energy from my life. I literally had to say to people, do not contact me unless there's an emergency, but I'm cutting everyone off unless you're family or work because, you know,
Yeah,
don't can't cut off the children for no reason, right?
exactly.
Because I was seeing for other people that they needed to slow down in their life and they would come to me and ask me questions. And you know, and I would tell them to slow down. And slowing down meant they had to let go of certain things, people, situations, but they weren't willing to do that because that's what they knew. And so mine was connecting with people. Like I know a lot of people and people like what it is that I have to say, but it's not that they would take my advice. So I had to start taking my own advice. And when I realized, I'm like, oh, I need to slow down. I need to get quiet. I have to let people go. That wasn't easy.
Mm-mm.
And no, you know what? No one objected. And if they did, it wouldn't have mattered because that message was for me to take.
Yeah,
Okay. And I didn't haven't listened to myself for so long. So as I got quiet, I literally felt the energy release from my system that I was holding on to everyone else's, right?
absolutely. I think being your best friend, being comfortable on your own presence, I
Yeah.
think that's a beautiful thing to have because a lot of people cannot listen to themselves think, period.
Yeah, the noise up there, but that's why I could see the noise in the world and I see the noise on TikTok
Yes,
and everybody's always, I call it yelling, and it's this loud energy and it's like, look at me, look at me, look at me. And
it's
I'm like,
aggressive.
don't look at
Yeah,
me, but I'm going to tell you some things
right,
at the
right,
same
right.
time, right? Um, but that's what it is, right? You're still, so you said that's why it's not about others, it's about inner peace. I choose peace.
Absolutely.
I choose peace.
Yeah,
And
anytime.
all day, every day. I
Mm,
will walk away from anything to have my peace. I don't need to fight with anything or anyone so hard, you know? Someone let
absolutely.
me go, but I couldn't take it personally. No, like they served your purpose in your life, or you know what? God saved you from some other shit. You know what I
Exactly.
mean?
Yeah,
Yeah. Choosing yourself is never gonna be easy, but it's so necessary, right? And well, they needed alone time. You know what? That's good that they needed alone time, but that means you also probably need alone time. You're just and the thing is like you could take that break as exactly what you need for yourself. Yeah, that's just life sometimes. But that piece is also for yourself, right? Because I learned a lot of me, trusting myself, loving myself, and listening to myself. And in that, I realized, oh, that's why people couldn't take my advice because I couldn't take my own advice. It wasn't easy to take my own advice, right? So, who am I? So now I'm telling you to choose you. How am I going to do that if I don't choose me and show up and choose myself in the awkward way? Y'all see me flub. Y'all see like it's awkward at times, but it is what it is. That's life. Life is not perfect. It's perfectly imperfect, just like myself and just like all of us, because we are created in the image of God and Goddess. Because I got Goddess.
no, being authentic, I think, is a magnific thing to be, for
Yeah.
sure.
Usually says sometimes we indirectly and unintentionally hold people down by being their cheerleader because they need exactly, but you gotta they to learn for themselves. Absolutely. Humble king, night. Um, to cheer themselves up. Yeah, they gotta we all have to be our own cheerleaders, but if we don't choose ourselves, that's it. That we're the only ones that can cheer ourselves, recognize that we hold that power. That power is never in somebody else's hands, right? She goes, that's why we accept my friendship that let me go. That's why you accept that friendship that let me go. She needed to figure that out. Yeah. And it's
Ab-
either she'll return, if that's what the soul contract is, she'll
Yeah,
return and maybe you're in a different place to receive her. And maybe it's not. and that's also okay because everyone is here to live and walk their own path called life,
Yeah.
right? I'm just here to say that it doesn't have to be miserable anymore. We don't have to
Hmm.
choose that. We are
You
forced to
know,
choose others before sorry, Humble King says we are forced to choose others before ourselves in most cases, sadly. And
uh,
he says, I always take the closed doors as opportunities. And go ahead, I am. I
no,
think
no, no.
because
Go ahead.
King was saying that, we're forced to choose others before ourselves in most cases.
Right.
And I want to say, when I talk about these things, I'm not talking about individuals who are absolutely in need that, like, you know, disabled. Am I allowed to say that those words or anything like that? We're talking about able-bodied people who choose to use other people for their own gain, right? This is where these conversations are coming from. It's not about us like being schlags to like humanity at all, okay? We're talking about people who we know in our lives are causing us discomfort and harm by us being there, and we know that we shouldn't be there, but we still choose. And sometimes God will create a situation where like the split happens, so it's good when you make the choice yourself versus it being one that's irreparable, right? So, and you can cheer people on from over right here as you're cheering yourself on, because the thing is, when you cheer yourself on, you're actually cheering other people on.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, she had a lot of noise around her. She needed clarity, right? But the thing is, and that's beautiful, but it also says, what about you? What in your life was noisy and you needed clarity from, right? Because people mirror us, right? People are our mirrors at times, and they're actually just showing us what we need to do for ourselves. And I'm here just to say that it's time to choose you, right? Because you are worthy of that choice, right? You are worthy of loving yourself and being kind to yourself and knowing the truth, you know? Like you get to change that story, that narrative. You're the one experiencing it. And if you don't like it, you do have the opportunity to change it. That is the power that you have in your free will, right? Am I making sense?
Totally. Free will. And it's hard, I think, when you're like younger to actually let those connection go as easy as when you get older. It get easier with time. You're just
Oh,
like,
yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. Because, like, are you going to continue to lie to yourself?
exactly. How long you gonna play games like that?
Exactly. So, I choose not to lie to myself. And, you know, I want change in my life. I want goodness. I want abundance, with ease. I want love. I want all the things. I want my experience to be greater than it has been the last 6 years, right? you know? So I get to choose this, right?
Yeah, it's a choice. Absolutely.
I get to choose it, right? And so I choose to show up, right? Sometimes it's not for anything else other than growth. No hard feelings, just change for change's sake. Yeah,
Exactly.
change. That's it. Light, we're always changing in life. The breeze blows when you walk. You don't think change is happening when the wind is blowing?
The
Change is happening.
seasons, like we're going spring through spring now. It's beautiful.
Yeah,
Everything is waking up. Nothing is the same every day.
exactly. Today
Yeah.
was lovely. It was about 14 degrees. I went down by the water and I finished
Ooh,
work and just grounded a bit,
nice.
and just watching people walking their dog with the strollers, just enjoying the weather. Someone was
Yeah.
barbecuing, so you get the feeling, the energy, and I'm like, yeah, people can't wait for warmth.
Yes. Seriously, this one was a long one for real.
Yeah, it feels long, and because we are also ready to spring ourselves, right? We are
Mm,
waiting for that change, but that spring is that time when you decide to choose you. And can you imagine if everyone took the opportunity to choose themselves all at the same time? Everybody woke up and go, yeah, choose me. Make a
Mm.
conscious choice to choose yourself. What do you think? What kind of change do you think that's going to have on the collective? Usually says change. The throne is everywhere. The theme is everywhere. Yeah, see, tonight is about change. Tonight is about change. That's the
Yeah.
thing, right? So, change.
One thing I want to change is like getting up early, do my, just feel the vibe of the day starting instead of being like in a rush every day,
Okay.
rushing through time to get things, ready. But it's
So,
so hard to get up of my bed in the morning. I
what
love my
time?
sleep.
What time do you go to bed?
Oh, late. I'm not disciplined when it comes to sleep.
Okay. So here's the thing. Who's in control of that?
Absolutely me. Absolutely
Yes.
me, for sure.
Right. So then here's the thing. That's the choice you get to make. You get to choose going to bed earlier so that you can wake up earlier, feeling rested, to have maybe 15 minutes in the morning for yourself so you could commune with yourself without jumping out of bed to rush, right? That's the choice you get to make. So that's why I say, like, choosing you is hard because
Yeah.
you know the benefits of you going to bed sooner,
Mm-hmm.
yet you're choosing not to, still stating that you want to wake up and have time for yourself. But in order for you to wake up earlier and to have time for yourself, you need to go to bed earlier so that you're rested enough. You get that?
I think I just have to jump out of bed every morning. Like, don't think. No. She said no.
No, no. What you need to do is slow down and recognize that what are you doing in the evening times that is keeping you so busy from getting you into your room even by like 9:30,
Right.
right?
Yeah.
So the thing is, like, for you to change, have the change that you say that you want in your life, you have to now audit yourself. What choices are you making that's affecting the outcome that you say that you want? Because got nothing to do with me. It's like I'm not in your body,
Mm-hmm.
right? You get to decide. SV had said, "Hi, Auntie. That's the change I need to," says usually, right? But it's choices, it's awareness. What are you doing to make your time so busy that you can't choose you? Who are you choosing instead of you,
Good question.
right? So when you can figure out who you're choosing instead of you, maybe you'll go, okay, I could choose them for 3 hours, but I'm giving myself the other 9, right?
Sure.
Because you have to give yourself more than you give
Absolutely.
to anybody else, right? Next chapter starts with one choice. It starts with you. If you choose you. And so choosing you is like it's in the micro ways,
Mm,
right? The micro ways is what adds up to that macro shift because big change can't happen if little change ain't happening.
that's true. Yeah.
So again, I say it starts with you to choose you. What does choosing you look like? So my choosing me is showing up here every single day. So I have these conversations with you beautiful souls, right?
Mm,
But I'm also asking you to choose you. And so right now, life might be showing you in ways that you're not choosing yourself, but you have to figure out who you're choosing instead, right? And recognize, like, oh, they're on top of my priority list because I put them
mm,
there. So
right.
why is my name not above theirs, right? But that's a choice you get to make,
Right.
right? Like that's what it comes down to. Usually says your life gets better by change, not chance. Your future self is rooting for you 100%. 100%.
And that's the thing, like with change, like I feel like we unconsciously expect something big. You know what I mean? But it's those micro little things that eventually ripple effect to bigger. Absolutely.
Exactly, because here's the thing. God is not loud. Change for God is not loud. It's very subtle. But again, you have to be present. You have to be aware enough in your life of the decisions that you're making that doesn't feel good. And you know that what doesn't feel good for you. So you get to choose something else. That's the change, right? That's the shift, right? And it's for you to take action with it. And like I said, that's the hardest part. But I'm telling you, 14 days in, yes, it was hard for me to choose me to show up here, but 15 days in, 18 as I say this, I'm more comfortable. But if I didn't decide to start showing up every single day, choosing myself each day, each now moment, each chance that I can, then this would not be happening. We would not be here. Do you know what I mean? We will not be communicating. In order for this to happen, I had to make a decision. So now imagine if you made a decision in your life to choose you in whatever way that unfolds, imagine the ripple effect it's actually happening with somebody else. So you're saying that me showing up is having you show up here having these conversations because you're not having the conversation with anybody else like this. So you're like, yay, thank you for showing up. Okay, good. Me, I'm showing up. But how are you showing up? Because now I'm affecting you because you're having this conversation with me.
Right.
So who are you going to affect, right? When you decide to show up for you,
That's it.
right? That's the choice. That's how you anchor your light, right?
Beautiful. Yeah.
You show other people that it's okay for them to choose themselves, to love themselves, that they're worthy of you choosing you. And if you're saying that I'm showing up and I'm having some effect on you, well, that wouldn't have happened if I didn't choose me,
Right.
right? Chakra. She's usually said that. I don't know why this made me think of chakras, aligned chakras, maybe, right? Because you stand in the truth of yourself, right? You choose you, right? That means you have to take assessment. What's keeping you up late at night? What choices are you making? And if those choices are actively choosing you, are you choosing those choices?
Yeah, no, it's that's not a two-way energy sharing at all. It's mostly given, you know?
I don't listen, man. I'm just normal. Which chakra is triggered when you do or don't do what you actually want? Is it your solar plexus? I don't know. That's something that comes to me about something because I think that when you don't do something, like for me, the solar plexus is like what tightens when fear is there, and like when people are in pain, that's usually where they grab. It's like about you need to shift something, release something, do something maybe. So that's the only one that comes to me, and that kind of makes sense.
I just have this nagging voice in my mind telling me how I could have, should have, would have. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay. That's your inner critic.
Yes.
That's your ego self. Okay. No, I mean, I asked myself what chakra is showing up. Maybe I'm saying it wrong. Or are you saying that you're being triggered by this conversation? And here's the thing, usually, if you are triggered, it's a beautiful thing that you're being triggered because that means something inside of you is saying, yes, yes, truth. I need this. Like, connect with that feeling because that wants to be expressed in you. So people think that being triggered is a bad word. It's actually not. It's a blessing to the individual being triggered if they recognize that they want change in their life. But the only way for change to happen
Right.
is for you to face what is triggering you.
She's in my head.
It's
It's
so
so weird.
See, this is your crown chakra. So I don't know if you're saying that it's you feel it opening up. That's what could be happening. I don't know.
When I hear truth, like deep truth too, I get tingles on my head too. So
Hmm.
it's like
Okay.
it's connecting you to the truth for sure.
Connecting you to something. So allow it to be exactly what it is. You're receiving information in whatever way that you're meant to receive it, but your crown chakra is saying hello.
Yes.
Yay! That's awesome that I actually could have that effect on somebody.
Yes,
Oh, she
absolutely.
said that's what happens when I come here. Oh my goodness gracious. Really? That's awesome. That's beautiful.
This is like conversation that's important to have. So thank you for anchoring the light to
Mhm.
those hard conversation because knowing thyself is not it's not an easy task on your
Mhm.
own, you know. You have
Yeah.
to make a lot of mistakes, face your fear, face your, you know, your unlikable parts and doing it with people who are not scared of it. It's really nice.
Yeah, it's like you guys are ready. Like I don't think that I'm talking to people who are not ready. I think everybody's ready. It's just everybody's still afraid to choose themselves. And I'm gonna say that, I have to go. I'm choosing bed early tonight. Thank you. Usually, is it
Yes.
yeah, usually you're awesome. Thank you so much. You have a beautiful sleep and be well rested in the AM.
Good
You know.
night. Take
Wait,
care.
I should actually pull a card for us.
Let's go.
Which deck? Starseed?
It's like an accountability crew we got here.
Yeah,
It's like
yeah.
reality check. Okay,
Yeah.
get
So
yourself together.
which deck do you want me to use?
It's usually time now.
Yeah. The
Get a
African
shoes,
one?
girl.
Oh, she said the African
African
one.
one. She didn't even.
Yeah, you didn't even ask. She was on it already. See how good that is? You already knew it was her turn and she was prepared. That's
Yes.
freaking awesome.
Yeah.
And you know what? The boys didn't show up again tonight, and this is beautiful. They'll come back though.
Yeah.
The topic was too soft for them. Tonight in a row. Okay. I want the cards to come out itself.
They came in and out.
Hmm?
The boys. They came in and out. They
Yeah,
were busy, I guess.
that's okay. The boys are back in town. Okay, let's see which card wants to come out because we don't pull cards. We let those.
Flip.
Okay, there's a whole bunch of cards. Yeah, there's too much. Whoops. No, there's like 7, 10, 12, whatever. Okay, this okay. Okay. It says Secrets Revealed, Queen of Sheba.
Ooh.
Okay, this is interesting. What does this card is for all of us. Queen of Sheba, Goddess of Secrets Revealed, Ethiopia. She belongs to the Temple of Queens and her element is fire. In the
Ooh.
Bible, the wealthy Queen of Sheba brings a caravan of gifts to King Solomon. The Ethiopian Holy Book reveals that she was their queen Makeda, and that together they sired King Menelik the first. Open your eyes. Secrets are being revealed. It is safe for you to see the truth. Your inner vision is crystal clear. You don't know what you don't know. Your creator, ancestors, angels, spirits, and ascended masters are whispering to you. This is divine intelligence. Pay close attention. There are things you do not let yourself see. Allow yourself to be guided. Choose your own path. And the goddess declaration is I am connected to the divine. Okay, so am I lying?
Oh, that's all truth.
She says, I feel like this should be our topic for tomorrow. Which part of our topic? Which, because I love it. What do you want to be the topic of tomorrow? Sorry, I don't know which what you're referring to. Whether something we said, the card, the book, what? But really, right? What I read? You want me to read this card again? Yeah. Open your eyes. Secrets are being revealed. It is safe for you to see the truth, right? Your inner vision is crystal clear. That's what I'm saying. You know what's inside of you. You know the truth, and you know that you got to choose you. So are you really stuck? Are you choosing to stay stuck? Inner truth, she says. And that will be the question tomorrow. What are you choosing? Ian?
Me. I'm choosing me.
Yes. Okay, so tonight it's 8:28.
Yeah.
Last time I looked it was 8:18. So the eights are with us tonight. Infinity, you know.
Oh, yeah.
I have a tattoo that says infinite possibilities.
Ooh.
So that's the infiniteness of life. Good night, usually. So
Good
then
night.
we'll end this here.
Yes.
I will try to jump on like at 6, at the latest 6:30 tomorrow, so that I could be done by 8:30 because yeah, so I have to go to see my daughter afterward. Yeah.
Perfect.
So
Yeah.
I want to be done by 8:30. So maybe I'll jump on at 6. If is that too early for everybody, or what do you think?
No, I'll check you out. 6
Okay.
o'clock should be fine for me.
Okay, so yeah, I think I might jump on. I'll just try to prep myself and see how I feel and jump on
Yeah,
at 6. And
absolutely.
then if I go to 8:30, it's like 2.5 hours if we have our conversations like this. And
Right.
so our topic is about inner truth, listening
Inner
to
truth.
listening to our inner selves, and this is what I'm asking you guys to do, choose you. So I think it'll be an interesting talk. Hopefully the boys will show up since it's Friday. I should let them know that it's going to be at 6 p.m. I'll send them a message in case they want to join.
Right.
Yeah.
Perfect.
But this was
Well,
this was beautiful. Perfect pull. Perfect
it
card.
was awesome.
It was
Thank you for anchoring this light of ours together,
Yeah.
spreading it wide to the world.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
Doing my part to encourage others to do their parts, just like
No, definitely do your part. Thank
you.
you.
You're welcome. Okay, I see y'all tomorrow.
Have a good evening. Good night. Bye.
Y'all. Ciao, ciao.